Alright, hello there. I thought I'd make this quick video real quick on the Aegis Boost Plus. Because I had a little problem for a little bit with it, with coil shorting, or like short circuiting, Atomizer short circuit. And for a little while there, I couldn't figure it out, but I tore this top part apart where the pins are, with these 3 pins, and so what I did was I took it apart, and then there's like a little panel where the 3 pins are covered for the springs. Took that out, and then stretched the springs, and that fixed the problem for a little bit. But then it came back again, and the coil kept saying that the atomizer would keep shorting, and so I couldn't figure it out for a little bit. So I started looking on YouTube and everything for some videos to see if anyone else had problems and how to tear this thing apart, to look at the chip, the motherboard, and no one had a video on it. So I found out that the faceplate, because I tested and said, hey, I've had a couple of vapes that did this, but the faceplate comes off. It's glued on, so you got to use like a knife blade and pry under it, but you got to kind of go around all the edges and make sure you don't go too deep, or you'll catch this other piece of plastic that's in here that is also glued down. But yeah, you just gotta kind of go around and pry it off. My little technique was just go along one side and pry up one side, and then like slowly try to pry it off, and it came off. But other thing is, then you'll come to this plastic panel here, which you see, and it's held down by 6 screws. You take those out, and then you have to pry this off as well, because it's glued down. And same thing, use a knife blade, like a razor blade, like such here. But in this, you got to be extremely careful with prying this off, because if you don't, you'll tag the screen or you'll tag the board, and you don't want that. But kind of same thing, except this one you got to go all the way around. My technique was just go from top, bottom, and side to side, prying around here and here, right there, on both sides, and then eventually I got it up. But what I found to be, and I don't know if this will fix it for everyone, but it fixed it for me for so far. This is only day 1, but this screw right down here by the buttons, it was loose as fuck. So I took a screwdriver, tightened it up, fired up the mod real quick, and seen it. And so far I haven't got any short circuits from it, but time will tell. So I thought I might just post this up real quick for anyone who's having the same problem where it just keeps short circuiting. The other thing was, after that, it wouldn't turn on. So like after I fixed originally it short circuiting, it just wouldn't turn on anymore. Like it would like occasionally turn on, but as soon as I put the pod back on top, it'd shut off immediately and then not turn back on, unless I took the battery out and put it back in a couple times, and then it would. But I couldn't figure it out, and I had figured it had to have been something with the battery, but it wasn't, because I bought a new one and it worked, and then stopped working. So, and the only other way it would work, like you could turn it on while it'd still be a full charge battery and everything, was like you would hold one of these watt buttons down and it would turn the screen on. And it was like, okay. So, but in all, the best way how I fixed it for so far, like I said, it's only day 1 of it, was just take this little panel off here underneath the protector, and be careful because the screen is attached in there. I can't really show it because I can't get my flash to work, but yeah, I just moved it to the side, and there's just that little itty screw right here. It was loose, so I tightened it down, and it seems to be working fine now with the battery on. So I'll turn it off, if it will turn off. No. Atomizer. Okay, there we go. So now it's off. And we'll turn it back on. And back on. So like I said, it's just a quick little video I thought show on my experience. Sorry for the bad camera angles and quality and no flash to kind of show you better, but I mean, at least there's a video out there now about it. So if you do have problems or anything, just put them down in a comment. I'll check here probably every day see if anyone else. But for now, that's my quick solve to this issue. But it may not fix it for everyone. In my case, it may have just fixed it, but as I also said, this is day one of finding that out and doing that. So only time will tell if it actually was the problem or not. But if it was, in a week, I'll place down in comments or in a couple days just to keep an update on it, whether or not it's working or not working, or if that did solve it. So, but thank you.